It's funny. We're like this.
All right, we found the North Carolina boys again.
Yeah, we're so glad we ran into
And a
them.
bunch of new people that guessing we'll be hiking in and around for a while. We got the show, and we got toddler snacks, which I can't wait to hear more about that. just Noah, no Ark, and we have some Trail Magic from Gatorade over here, who really appreciate it, and we are his first people for the day, and we have a trail ambassador. You know, what'd you say your name was again, ma'am? Beth Ann. Thank you for everything you do.
Georgia.
Thank you. All righty, good morning again. We are about halfway up for our first climb and first water source. Next one is, I think, just past 3 more miles. So it's a pretty big climb. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up on water just to be on the safe side, because I went short on water once and don't want to do it again. But I will continue to say, climbs first thing in the morning are so much better than climbs at the end of the day. That it's still not easy, but that's the case. Not getting as much filming here lately because the climbs and the descents have been so steep over the last maybe 10 miles. And yeah, I'm out of breath when I'm going up sometimes. So that's not the best time for me to talk and film. That maybe next time I'll just film a little bit. But it's been a lot of rocks, so need my poles in both hands to pay attention to what I'm doing. So don't hurt myself, but just took the pack off. I'm actually gonna try to rearrange something to see if it carries better, just a little different thing. But anyhow, things are going well, loving it out here. Weather's turned really nice. It is currently 65 degrees. Hopefully it doesn't warm up much more. I think it's supposed to be 67 today. So that's a comfort. That actually the 50s is the best, but I'll take 60s over that 14 any day of the week. Anyhow, we'll catch you up the trail. All right, we are about 3/4 of the way up the first climb. It's a big one, but as you can see, with no leaves on the trees, you get some views. You can't see it quite as well as what I can because the focus gets on some of these earlier trees, but it's pretty. Trust me on that. Great day for hiking. We'll see you up the trail. All right, we're walking along. A little reprieve here that's a slight incline for the next little bit, maybe 0.1. And then we have one final up to get over this first one. But again, look around, just, boy, this is beautiful. Now you get to that, and that's beautiful again now. But anyways, that's the trail so far today. It's been a good time. That stayed last night at above the clouds, or not above the clouds, geez, around the bend. Too many A's and everything. It was nice. Fairly inexpensive. Had a bunk room. Only 3 of us were in there, so it's almost like a little private area. Had breakfast this morning. It was pretty good, and dropped off at the trail. Then Trail Magic first thing. I'm never gonna complain about that. Thank you, Gatorade. That was awesome. And other than that, we're chugging along. Ran into Woody and Josh again. We'll see them at Green Dragon in 2 days' time. Tonight we're shooting for, I think, Trey Mountain Shelter, and then on to Dix Creek. We'll see you later down the trail. Alrighty, we have scaled our first mountain on the other side. Now we have a little level spot here, and you can see that I'm looking at me behind me. You have some nice views, and then now we have a big down coming up. And when I say a big down, it's pretty steep, and it'll last over a mile, and then another big up. Same thing. I think probably each of them lasts over 2 miles, to be honest. But anyways, first one's down. Everything's good. Beautiful day, and we'll catch you down the trail. All right, just so you know, that was Rocky Mountain that I just went over. It was Rocky Mountain was not terrible. I mean, it was definitely a climb. I want to give you a couple other updates. We're into our first Ridge Runner today, and that was pretty neat. He's down here helping out the Georgia crew. He's actually does the 100-mile wilderness in Maine, so hopefully we'll run into him later. Younger fella, but that was nice. I mean, they're out here doing good work, so I really appreciate everything that they've done. Had stayed, like I said, at stayed at 3 different hostels so far. Weather kind of kicked us into some of that, and then wanted to do a bigger day than normal. And I'm gonna twist this around here. I want to do a bigger day than normal, and weren't quite ready to put that kind of miles on my legs with a regular pack, so that kind of forced us to slack pack. And we did that to avoid rains, but oh wow, see behind me, that's pretty. I'm gonna turn this around. I'm gonna stop this for a second and let you see what I get to see. This is a good spot for that. Yeah, I'm not the most technically savvy. I mean, I'm not terrible, but anyways, this is how we start going down. Doesn't look like much, but this is if I'm level. You can't even see the trail, and these grades sometimes can get a little rough, but all part of the adventure, all part of the trip. But so far, we've met quite a few different people. It's been great experience, all different walks of life that really enjoyed it so far. Found myself hiking with a handful of different people, but we're bumping into the same people over and over again. We'll actually see, we ran into them this morning, and we'll see our boys Woody and Josh from North Carolina, who started within 5 minutes of us on Springer Mountain, same age, and they're in a hostel today, and they're slack packing tomorrow. So we'll get ahead of them today, and then they'll catch up tomorrow. But anyways, we'll see them tomorrow evening is the thought. Learned how to do some neat things on Far Out over the last 24 hours. So how to follow other hikers and vice versa, and how to send links to your family, which I did. So that was exciting. That was kind of cool. Anyways, that's it so far today. I was trying to think of anything else that has happened. Last night had a steak and a giant salad that was great. I loved it. That was our dinner. We actually picked it up at the grocery store and cooked it. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Some of these views, I don't know if the video does them quite justice, but man, they are gorgeous. And so we made steak, ate a big salad. It was great. As much as the steak was good, boy, oh boy, was that salad great. I know they say you crave different things when you're out here and you don't get them very much. And I can tell you, for me, it's vegetables. I could just sit there and eat vegetables all day long right now. And it would be great. My hunger hasn't really kicked in yet. That honestly, I'm making myself eat a little more because I know we're burning so many calories that I have to do it. Had my first beer of the trail last night. Braxton and I got a 6-pack and split it. That was kind of nice to have with everything. And actually, it was 3 of us who kind of went in last night. We met a guy, Steve, at the hostel. Steve's a former doctor and about the same age, and is doing the same thing. And all of us had the same idea, and so we split the stuff up. He's like 2 days ahead, and I think might run into him later. I don't know. I mean, it seems like he's hiking almost literally the exact same pace as us, because we bumped into him one other time when he was slack packing backwards, and he was 2 days ahead of us then, and he stayed that way so far. So we'll see. Anyways, nice guy. Really liked him, and it was funny that he that all of us in the same age group that have been bouncing around all have 3 kids, and I don't know, just interesting that there's a lot of similarities and everything out here, and then also a lot of differences. But that was fun. And we have a stop at the Green Dragon. That's one of the hostels that Braxton really wanted to hit. Heard really good things about it. So we're going. We have a long food carry coming up for us. For us this early, the longest one. It's 40 miles after Dix Creek. So we'll be to Dix Creek, not today, but tomorrow. Then tomorrow we'll stay at the Green Dragon, and we'll resupply. And then we have a 40-mile carry, which is our longest carry so far for food that hadn't had to do anything more than like 3 days. This will probably be 4 days. We'll see. We'll see. We have to look at the terrain. Maybe outside chance 3, maybe chance 5. We'll have to really figure it all out tomorrow. But that is what we're doing. And as you can see, the trail's a little sloppy, a little wet, and trying to be careful here on these rocks not to slip. That is what we're looking at coming up, and what the plans are. That tonight we are planning to hit Trail Mountain Shelter. Could go further. There's some campsites beyond that. We'll go at least that far. That's the only shelter, and then the next shelter I think is like 6 more miles down the road, maybe 8. And I don't know that we're gonna make that, but you never know. You never know. So we'll see how it goes. And other than that, just rolling along. I miss my my 2 girls. They both of them this weekend have sporting events. My youngest daughter is down in Florida with her club volleyball team playing volleyball, and missing those games, and hope she's doing well. And then and same with the team. And then my oldest daughter is in college, and she's got a field hockey tournament right now in the Big Apple tournament. It's an indoor tournament, so it doesn't really count, but it's still exciting. And I guess she went on the team she's on. She goes to Old Dominion. They went 2-1, or 2-0-1, 2 wins and a tie day 1. And I think she told me she scored 3 goals so far. So congratulations to her. And I do wish I could see those. That is the one thing coming out here that you miss a little bit. But that's my goal, is to hopefully finish by mid-August. So I'll miss the spring season. I'll miss this club volleyball season for my daughter, my youngest daughter. And then I'll miss the spring. I think it's only 3 games though. Actually, I might catch one of them towards the end, because that's right when my son's wedding is. Because I'm gonna have to get off for 4 or 5 days for that. But that's coming up here in April. And then hopefully be done by mid-August, so I catch both of their fall seasons, or their real seasons, the high school season for my daughter that's in high school, and then the regular college fall season, the real season for my daughter who's in college. So that's the plan of what we're going. That was one of the many reasons to go a little bit early. It's also to get ahead of the bubble. So I guess 50 people were supposed to start March 1st, and another, I don't know, 100 maybe March 15th. That getting in front of them to keep the resources to where they're not really limited is very helpful and was important to me. So I'm excited about that, and seem to have done that. That was good. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. This is the longest little bit I videoed. I want to just kind of give a little talk, and on the way down I'll give you a couple fun ones. What do you call a fish with no eye? Oh wow, I don't know if this is doing this justice, but we are almost to the top of our last climb of the day. And I believe this is Trail Mountain, but it's a big one. It's a really big one, but holy cow, look at this view. It is absolutely breathtaking. All right, we'll see up the top. Alrighty, this is the other side of Trail Mountain. We're at the tippy top now. That was the last climb of the day, at least of any substance. Now we have down to camp, and boy, oh boy, what a beautiful day it is out here. Alrighty, we'll see you up the trail.